Trust me, babes, I get it. We are all exhausted from Love Island. It was not on my bingo card for this year for the chaos that ensued in both the UK and the USA's latest seasons to have your girl in an absolute chokehold. But then Love Island Games season 2 dropped the OG cast list, and woo, I had to double think if I was really tired of watching Love Island because it gagged me. Are you ready for more mess from this questionable casting? Hey there, I'm Lala, a relationship and intimacy coach with a very serious addiction to reality TV drama. And as much as I love relationships and romance, let's be real, it can be toxic, dramatic, and sometimes just downright chaotic. That's why I'll be here every episode of Love Island Games to spill my takes, call out the red flags, and break down the messy, messy love we just cannot stop watching. Today, we're kicking things off with the first look at the OG Islanders, my hot takes, and my absolute favorite thing to do, my day one couple predictions. So, grab your wine or whatever your good drink is, girl, and let's get to all the mess. I know season 7 of Love Island USA brought in a lot of new viewers. So let me give y'all the quick tea on Love Island Games. So I've been seeing a lot of conversations on TikTok and Twitter about how the Islanders are talking more about winning than love. And sis, I'm here to tell you that's the absolute point. Basically, this isn't just about falling in love. It's about winning. Think messy hookups and survivor style chaos all rolled into one. They bring back our fave Islanders from across the franchise and throw them into challenges where the stakes are high. Win, and you're safe. Lose, and you just might get dumped from the island. Personally, I think it's spicier than the regular seasons of Love Island. But if you watched season 1, did you feel like it was like absolute chaotic genius or just too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, boo. Okay, enough about what Love Island Games is all about. Let's get into what we really care about. The OG Day One Islanders. Who's hot, who's messy, and who I think is about to shake some shit up in the villa. I'm going to start with the Mel Islander lineup because when I saw these fellas, this is when I needed to watch because these dudes are about to create absolute mayhem all season long. And the center of it all, this mayhem will be Tyreek from Love Island UK season 10. This is who Ace, Mr. Stand on Big Business, thought he was. America is not ready for Tyreek if they thought Ace was a real villain. Ace is child's play in comparison, babe. Tyreek is a menace like no other and does and says whatever he wants with, I'm looking around, no F's given. So I cannot wait to see this man on Demon Time causing chaos on my screen once again. Would you couple up with Tyreek? I mean, he is very sexy. Or would you run for the hills? Drop it in the comments and let your girl know. Next up is one of my all-time favorites from season 4 of the USA, Isaiah. Isaiah's nickname on season 4 was Zay. And I remember this one scene where he was like, that thing be doing this thing and it just be out there all types of ways and just thinging. And I remember seeing that scene and I was just like, what is this man talking about? But if you liked Rob from season 6 of USA, then this cutie, Isaiah, will be your absolute favorite. He's a walking red flag hottie who is a hilarious lover boy with fuckboy tendencies. But tell me, are you here for his lover boy energy or over the red flags? Now let's talk Josh, an OG from season 3. If you remember, he had to leave early after a family tragedy. And honestly, if he and Shannon had stayed, I am totally convinced they would have won. You can't convince me otherwise. If you love Nicholas from season 7, Josh is cut from the same chaotic cloth. Are you rooting for Josh's comeback? Yes or nah? Let me know, boo. Next up is Kendall. And whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure, he is messy, messy, messy. While I'm not a huge fan of Kendall, this man loves to stir the pot. And with Tyreek in this villa too, woo, we're about to see fireworks. Who do you think will win the villain crown? Tyreek or Kendall? Charlie's next. He was the British bombshell of USA season 7. Honestly, I'm a little indifferent here, but if he brings the big reunion energy back into this villa, he could surprise us. What do you think? Is Charlie someone I'm sleeping on or not? And finally, Chris, Mr. I could be playing ball overseas, but here I am on Love Island once again. If you're on Twitter, we all saw his baller stats. Yikes. So I think he needs to cash in on these Love Island checks, as many as possible, because homeboy does not have the skills to be playing ball overseas. It's his dynamic with Tyreek that I'm watching for. They'll either be besties or rivals, and either way, it's going to be hella entertaining. So yeah, this lineup of boys is pure chaos, and I am here for it, honey. I am so here for it. Personally, I'm most excited for Tyreek, Isaiah, and Josh to grace my screen again. Especially like together. That's going to be just gold. But I want to know, if you had to couple up with one of these guys, who would it be? Mine would be Isaiah, because I'd be there for a good time and the dinero. Spill it in the comments, babes. Let your girl know. Now that we've met the boys, it's time for the OG girls. Will they bring big main character energy, or will the boys steal the show? So let's get into the OG Girl Islanders and talk about who's about to run this villa. So what sold me on watching the show wasn't only for the mayhem that the men would bring, but the bad bitch energy that will make chaos ensue, because Soul Ties is crazy. First up, Miss KK is back, and I loved her so much on Love Island USA season 5. But I want her to have a redeemable storyline this time around. After she left the show behind Keenan before her time was up, after he played in her face and embarrassed her ass all season long, I want this beautiful chocolate drop to come on the screen and do her absolute big one on Love Island Games. Do you think KK will fall into her old toxic dating habits, or she's truly grown and will move differently this time? Next, Andrina, one of the baddest bombshells in franchise history. She didn't get a fair time on the show because they voted out Jeremiah. However, I am glad this beauty from Love Island USA season 7 is an OG Islander for Love Island Games. She's messy, she's blunt, and we didn't get to see her personality all that much. So I think she'll bring the mess this season. Do you really think she's boring and just a beautiful face, or she just got a ghost edit her season? Oh, Andrea, if you know, you know. I'm a Leah fan. Call me biased, so you know I'm about to be petty with this girl. Miss Andrea from season 6 USA came in as a bombshell and stole Rob from Leah caused Rob's meltdown where he jumped in the pool. Y'all remember that craziness? When he like jumped in the pool and like hid underneath. And he himself even said he had to come out because he thought production thought he was going to try to harm himself. She was the center of that craziness. She caused Rob's "now you're sending three home" viral moment, and he kept his ass in the villa while she left the show. Big surprise there. Babes, Andrea walked so Sierra from season 7 USA could run. This is a clout chasing demon. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. She's a mean girl disguised as the cool girl. She's very male centered and she gives pick me vibes. And I'm here for her to come into the villa and be an agent of chaos. Let me know, baddies. Is Homegirl a villain or a reality TV icon? I'm all ears. Lucinda is no stranger to the Love Island franchise. She's been on UK and Australia. I guess third time's a charm to find love. Otherwise, I guess we'll see her on season 8 of the USA. She's gorgeous, bold, and not afraid to step on toes. She's the kind of girl that keeps producers fed with drama. Who thinks she'll bring her mean girl energy to Love Island games? Garby, I think that's how you pronounce it. Garby is stunning. Like, can't stop staring kind of beauty. She's the wild card for me. We don't know much yet, but if she brings attitude to match that bad bitch's look, because she is beautiful, woo, we'll be in for a good old time this season. So I didn't know Soleil was on Love Island France, but she's been on Below the Deck, which I've watched her, and she's a spicy girl. She loves men and women and might just be the Miss Still Your Girl and your man. And I love that energy. The boys better watch their backs because Celine might be the real competition. She's gonna have the boy. She is going to have those boys so stressed because they won't know if she's gonna pick them or pick one of the girls they're interested in. I'm ready for it. Last but not least, we have Nicola from Love Island Malta, and I think she'll be comic relief because based on Baby Girl's intro video, I fear not all the lights are on in the house, or the elevator doesn't quite get all the way to the top. Do you think she'll be a fan favorite or just background filler? I think she'll be one of the first Islanders dumped, if I'm being for real. After that intro, I looked at that and I was like, she's out of here. She's going to be the first girl voted out. She's going to be either voted out, left single, and dumped. Like, she's a goner. But hey, she might surprise me. For me, I'm most excited to see KK and Andreina back on my screen. I'd 100% want them as my Villa besties. But what about you? Which girl would be your ride or die this season? Drop it in the comments, babes. So, we've got the boys bringing the mayhem. The girls, of course, bringing the drama. And now, the real question is, who's pairing off first? Let's talk my day one couple predictions and spoiler alerts. It's about to get messy. This is the couple I'm calling first. Tyrique and Andreina. I think Tyrique is Andreina's type, and we know Andreina is his type because he was talking about wanting to be with her during her whole season of Love Island. They're both no bullshit, so they'll be a power OG couple that could win the whole game and be seen as a power couple. Or they'll crash and burn because they have two very strong personalities and are messy by nature. They'll either work steadily or burn out quickly. What do you think? Will they be in game or child a hot ass fucking mess? Next, Chris and KK. I think based on their love interest from their respective seasons that KK and Chris will be physically drawn to each other. And if they do partner, they'll either be Tyrique and Andreina's biggest allies or biggest competitors. But they'll make it to the finals together. I think KK and Chris paired up, they'll make it to the finals together. I can see them being locked in quickly, and the only drama we'll see is them both having a jealous streak. So if there's a threat to their coupling, they'll go on defense and get hella fucking toxic. Would you root for them as a couple? They have my vote. My third pairing is Charlie and Garby. Once again, I know not a damn thing about Garby because I can't get Love Island from Belgium and the Netherlands in the USA. But she's, once again, one bad bitch. She's absolutely gorgeous. But I watched Charlie for a short stint on the latest season of Love Island USA, and he was super interested in Shelly. Therefore, I think he'll go for a beautiful woman like Garby. I'm just curious if she'll pay him dust like Shelly. Shelly was like, nah, you're not it. What do you think? Does he have the swag to pull a baddie like Garby? For Mr. Isaiah, or shall we say Zay, since there are no redheads to tickle his fantasy, I think he'll couple up with Celine. She sort of kind of resembles Phoebe to me that he had the love triangle with after Casa on his season. Plus, Celine is a lover girl, and he's a certified F-boy. Did I say F-boy? I meant lover boy. It's messy, it's fun, and honestly, I think they'll be entertaining no matter what. Can you get with shipping this? Josh loves himself a pretty blonde girl with a fiery personality, and Lucinda fits that bill. So I think they'll be an automatic instant pairing. They'll more than likely be an OG couple that can weather the trials and tribulations of the island's psychological warfare until the end. I will say they both have strong personalities, so it'll be very interesting watching them navigate conflict. Like, very interesting. Do you think two strong personalities will last long enough to hit the finals? That's the real question. Mark says he loves American women, so I think he'll instantly be attracted to Andrea. And if my memory serves correctly, outside of her Rob obsession her season, she liked Aaron of season 6 of USA, who was a Spaniard that was from the UK, that was on the season of USA. So I think Foreigners is right up her alley. But sis, we know Andrea's head will turn the second someone else walks in. She's loyal to the drama and, of course, securing the bag, but not to a man. And you know what? She might have the right idea if she's here to play to win. Kendall and Nicole are giving me default energy. Every season, you know, there's just that couple that's paired up by chance, not by choice. Look, they could surprise us. Or, in your opinion, will they just be the first to flop? I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. So, that's my day one coupling predictions. For me, Tyrique and Andreina are either winning the whole thing or crashing harder than a locked-in couple experiencing Casa Amor. But I want to know, who do you think couples up first? Did I know it or did I fumble? Drop your predictions in the comments, baddies. Remember, Season 2 of Love Island Games drops Tuesday night, so hit that subscribe button and come sip and kiki with me on Wednesday because, babe, you know, I'll have all the messy takes and some love lessons sprinkled in. If you had fun today, show me some love with a thumbs up. And don't forget to follow me everywhere at Lala Loves Mess for more daily tea. And if you're craving deeper love, sex, and relationship tidbits and want to join my girl gang of women who keep it fun, sexy, and judgment-free, head to my website and sign up for my email list. That's where I spill the tea I can't always share on YouTube because it's a little too spicy. Thanks for hanging out with me, babes. I'll see you next time for all the mess. Until then, keep it classy and let the Islanders be the ones to get freak nasty. Smooches.